My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter King? If not, let me tell you all about it. Oh, it's our same version of this story again. At the bottom of the deck, I was just sitting here all ooh, what's this? Because what I was seeing was there is something going on very secretly about a relationship. And based on what I already have, okay, be special, Dasha. Oh my God. I'm so clumsy with the shuffling right now because I have an injured pinky. And so my already terrible shuffling is super terrible now until my finger recovers. Because one of the cats snagged it while they were fighting with each other and jumping somewhere, and they just, took my flesh with it. So this looks like, I shouldn't pigeonhole the reading yet, but it so looks like what we've been getting over these last few days, in that I have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords has been representing this energy. The King of Swords having thoughts. And in the Kipper deck, it's thoughts about another person. So we have a King of Swords very deep in the mental space. There's someone very deep in the mental space, okay? And then I have Strength Child. At the moment, what I am feeling is, in the most general sense, this is someone holding on to hope. Someone holding on to a new beginning for themselves. In the most literal, someone might be thinking that they have to be strong for their actual child within certain scenarios. And then finally, I have the Six of Coins and the false person. Someone giving something to a false person. It's probably gonna be money. And the thing is, this ties into the read. It was either from yesterday or the day before, where we were talking about someone had a former partner or somebody else that they were having to pay alimony to, or that they were still connected to in a financial way or through familial obligations. And that's looking very much like this. The false person just means that this is someone who our King of Swords would not want to be connected with or giving to, but due to whatever potentially strong obligations, perhaps a child linking them together, this person must in fact still be connected to this person, still be contributing resources to whatever these obligations are. So let's go ahead and get out our tarot specifics. And my right hand hurts so bad. I've been writing so much, and I write all longhand first before I start typing things. And so this hand is dying because I have been doing nothing but writing for a while. It's wild. I probably should give it a break or something. It really hurts. So what do we have here? Oh yeah, so our King of Swords is in fact interested in someone else. Our King of Swords is thinking about the Queen of Pentacles. They want to throw the D at the Queen of Pentacles, if we're switching it up here, if we're reversed, right? And our King of Swords is a woman, our Queen of Swords is a man. It's just attraction. It's attraction, it's excitable, dynamic energy. And then of course we could also have two men or two women here. So any type of combination is represented in the read. Sometimes I do get strong. I feel that this is a man. I feel that this is a woman. But that just means the greatest percentage of the read is probably that gender or sexual presentation. And if there's anybody else participating, they're just in a smaller percentage. That's all. So Strength and the Child. This person is holding on to hope. This is because I've been saying this, whoever this King of Swords is, they are in their head, they are in their mind, they are visualizing the new start that they want to take with whoever this is, and this person is just hanging on for dear life, oh my God, I gotta hold on to the dream of doing what it is that I want to do. But we got this obstacle right here, or I don't know that this person is in their way, but what we were looking at in one of the prior reads was that I think it was the one yesterday where we were talking about it's the age gap thing. This person was worried about an age gap, or they were worried if these two people were married or something, the King of Swords, especially if it's like the complete cliche of a man getting a divorce and then going out with a younger woman, like it was stuff like that, like worried, like, am I like a bad person for doing this? I'm gonna face like judgment, like, because what it seems like going back through all of the divorce reads that I've been getting since 2023, the narrative on this is that these people's relationship, their marriage was like, it was done. Like it was going south. These people had stayed in it for too long, like due to obligations, like whatever that is, and not wanting to negotiate it. But their marriage was like bad or sour, or like I get different stories about that where some of them were really toxic. And then some of them were just like, it's just time for these people to move apart. And it's sort of like whoever the new person is, you know, the other person, technically, the King of Swords would have met that person before they were divorced and likely before they initiated the divorce. And so that's where this like weird energy is coming from. Because like part of the reason why this person wouldn't have initiated divorce proceedings besides the duty and that they had been in it for so long and like they honor their commitments was there was some sort of business financial thing, and also this person just flat out wasn't interested in anybody else. They were just like, well, why would I get out of this when like I'm not, like, this isn't someone who's interested in like chasing a lot of people or like living that style of like bachelor life or single person life. This is someone who like likes being in commitment. They like being settled with like one person. So if they like no one else was sparking their interest in to that extent that I want to like create a commitment with somebody, they weren't going to break up their marriage. Why would you? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. So that's why this person did this. And so that's why the inciting incident for this is kind of weird. But the thing is, it's like, if you are the other person, if you're not the King of Swords or like the former partner, this isn't like you breaking up a marriage. Like, it's just that on this other person's end, the King of Swords' end, I could see why they would be like a little bit like, am I actually being shady? And am I actually being like crap? And it's just sort of like, as long as you're not abandoning children or anything like that, as long as you're still supporting people and making sure that they're all healthy, like mentally well, then like you just co-parent with the person, or like you do whatever it is that you have to do with the other person, is all I can say about that. Because like, you gotta kind of pursue what you want in this life. And sometimes that comes down to decisions that are going to rock the boat for the people around you, or in fact upset other people. Though I don't think we should be looking to do that, right? Especially when we have made commitments. False person, 6 of Coins, and the Moon. There is this secret energy. Right now I'm only interested in the false person, like 6 of Coins, Moon. Oh, it's like, I got the Tower and the Lovers. Oh, right. This was throwing me off before. When that, it's like this person hasn't spoken up yet. The reason why the Tower tends to come out is because like this is a drastic sudden change. But why that false person? Oh, okay. It's the, King of Cups. All right, okay, that false person, everything that I just said is true about this narrative. The false person is the King of Swords, not because they're bad, but because they're the ones keeping all of this a secret. So technically, because they haven't confessed, because they haven't presented themselves and told the truth about their feelings, they're hiding. If you look at this person like behind the fan, like, I'm hiding who I really am. The false person is just, I have not revealed myself yet. Technically, I'm lying. I'm lying to you, especially if you're interacting with this person in person at all. This person would be lying to you every single day by omission. That's what that false I was so confused about that. I was so sure with the 6 of Coins and the false person, that was that alimony thing again, but it's not. But now I'm a little bit like, I want to get what that 6 of coins is. It's probably just like the exchange in the relationship. Yes, this person, like it's what our emperor here wants to manifest. What our, like, it's the giving in this sense is, I want to materially manifest this in-person exchange with whoever the Queen of Pentacles is. And the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that that's somebody that they know in real life. So yes, this is the exact same message all over again. We're just getting it from another angle. So before I go in, because I always say like, oh, we can keep this short, and then the read is like 50 minutes long to an hour, and I'm just like, dumb. So why is this the most important thing for the collective to hear today? We've been getting, I'm just saying, we've been getting this message, and I know the collective kind of like, people tend to like messages like this, but the thing is, if you get too attached to the message and you don't let it go, it won't manifest. It stays in the energy. So do you want the story, or do you want the actual person? That's why, because I know I like giving these reads. I like to be in this energy, and I'm kind of like bummed out when I have to give like more, I don't know, like world events type of reads or something else. But then I'm like, well, no, that's actually the best thing possible when reads like this go away, because that means it's in the next phase of manifestation. So we can't get too attached to these things, collective. I know though, these are fun. Because I want y'all to manifest. I don't want y'all in terror. Like, I want y'all to leave the tarot readings. Or like, we have waves of people. Like, one wave of people manifests what they want, and then they don't need this shit anymore for a while. And then we have the next wave of people manifesting. Ideally, like, that's what the service that I would prefer to provide here. So this is, oh, it's because this is so, it's just like, this is because like this is such a, this person, and I've been saying that this person has made their decision to come forth and communicate. That decision, despite this person's like worries about this stuff going on in the energy, and again, we'll look at that moon and the tower and the lovers, it's gonna be the exact same thing, likely, or a version of it that we've already gotten. But despite this person's like worrying about that, the decision has already been made. The die has in fact already been cast. It's just that it's happened in the energy. And so this person hasn't like technically moved yet, but they've actually already made their decision. We're just like, we're like rolling down to like the core of that thing. This person has to come through the uncertainty to the decision that they've actually already made. So like, that's why, it's because this is like a gong going off, like with that judgment card and everything else. It's just like, no, like, this is actually already done. It's just that you're kind of wavering in the energy, but it's done. This is done. It's already done. And that this would be impactful for you with this tower here. That's why it's showing up in the energy. If I was talking to the King of Swords, the action that they're about to take is about to impact them. If I'm talking to the Queen of Pentacles, the action you're about to experience is about to impact you in a very serious way. Okay, but before we like get into this person's like catastrophizing and kind of negative Nelly like traits, I want to gash out a little bit, okay? Because this is fun about this. Like, what is this person most attracted to about y'all? All right, they are most attracted to, you're exclusive. And that's interesting because I have the 7 of Wands here. You're exclusive. And with the Ace of Wands, this is just like, we don't want any dick here. Like, no. Again, it doesn't have to be dick, but I'm just making a joke because of the Wands. But it's just like, I don't deal with just, and no, you can't, no. This is velvet robes, all here, VIP section, can't come in. So this person, they perceive you as someone who doesn't entertain a lot of people. They perceive you as something exclusive. They are attracted to apparently this person would have seen you persevere through something, 9 of Wands, this person would believe that you, like, even if you go through hard things, that you're a very strong person and that you can get through it by yourself. You don't need a lot of help with stuff. This person likes that. And also, all Wands. Y'all might be kind of fiery, but the 5 of Wands, are y'all the drama? I don't get that one. It might be like navigating conflict. What is the 5 of Wands? Let me think, like, I'm kind of being a lazy reader. Oh, you might be, like I said, if you're a fiery person, if you know that you're kind of like, if you kind of go back and forth with people, and when I'm saying fighting people, it would be just like debating, or like you have like a very strong opinion or a very strong personality and you'll like get in it with people. That could be what that is. But all Wands. So this person sees you as very like dynamic, charismatic, like feisty, fiery, confident. It seems like kind of a loner energy. Even if you have like let's say you're a single parent or whatever, and that could be that 9 of Wands, right? If y'all are doing the single parent thing, like this person has been watching you do that and they're like, oh, this person can really handle a lot. 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups. That is like kind of like going back and forth within the community, going back and forth with people, or navigating some sort of family drama. The Star, well, it would be, that's another exclusive thing, but it's someone who's like, there's something about the way that you communicate, or like, you're like the 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands would be someone who like doesn't back down. You don't like scare easy, you don't back down from challenges. And also like there's something about your personality that also makes you stand out. This person would think or perceive you as exceptional. This is so interesting though, because this is all character-based stuff. You noticed how it was really nothing about the body. Let me see if this person like that. What about physically? Physically, is there anything here? You know what? I was like, I've got the Death card here, but why I'm going, you know what, is before I was even pulling these cards, I had a slight expectation that like the Devil might come out. But the Death card is giving the same energy. What is it about you physically? Well, you might be actually fairly different from this person's usual type. And especially if this is a person who's like more straight-laced and you're kind of not, you might present a little bit edgier. You, like, if this was like someone who could pass, or who was like a corporate exec or like business type person, you would be like, a big titty goth girlfriend or something. Like it'd be something like that. Like it's kind of, there's a little bit of like, there's something edgy, different, maybe like a tiny bit scary about the way that you present physically that could still even be your demeanor. There is something different about you that's either it's not this person's usual type, or you just have a very, very unique beauty to you in general, or at least to this person. Ace of Swords. There is something about the way you talk. I'm really not getting this person. I'm going to pull the last one, but I kind of like this. Justice, no, this person, it's not that they're not Queen of Cups. That's y'all. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's not that they're not attracted to your body. Of course, obviously, if this person is Ace of Wands at you, okay? But what this person is really attracted to is like your soul or your inner character. This person like thinks that you are on the side of justice. There's something about the way that you act. There's something about the things that you do or communicate that it's like this person like fights for what's right. This person doesn't let like maybe bullying or something slide. This person is about radical change, maybe with that Death, Ace of Swords, Justice. So I don't know, I think that's all extremely cool. Like, I know somebody's like, gas me up about the way I look. Well, this King of Swords, the King of Swords is in the mental realm. And in fact, like, I see this Ace of Wands here, but this person coming over to you is in the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Swords and Cups. That's all mental, emotional. And it's matching up with what is attracting this person. And then over here, we have the Emperor and the Lovers. Like, this is all extremely, it's fairly chaste. And I remember saying in one of the reads that this person actually might have a hang-up, like a hang-up about sexual feelings. I don't know why. Sometimes I'll get a hint of like, this might be a religious or formally religious person. And if there's an age gap, if this is an older person, depending on how old you are, like the farther back we're going in the past, like the way that people were raised around religion, the older you go, tends to be more intense, like the further back you go. And so like that kind of like compulsory, like moral, dogmatic programming is going to imprint harder in a person. And so that might be part of like why they would feel uncomfortable, even in an energetic setting, even in their own thoughts, like having a carnal fantasy about you. Like, this person would probably feel bad about it. And so it's not going to come out in the read, because it's sort of like they're not even letting themselves like think about that. Wow. So, I mean, that's very, I want to say it's very genteel or whatever. It's like it, but at the same time, it's coming from like a fairly unhealthy place, right? Like it's okay to have sexual feelings about people. But I mean, I can't judge this person. I don't know what they've been through. And that kind of like religious trauma and shit is very, very real. So, you might, if this is your person or one of your people, because we're talking about multiple people on these reads, right? But when like you're watching this, I'm talking to you singularly. So if this is your person, you, depending on how you feel about those things, you might have to be patient with this person. If you're someone who tends to want to have a physical connection much sooner, I don't know that this person would be comfortable with that, you know, especially if there's an age gap here. So I'm gonna look at this Knight of Cups now. So I just would like just give me. I'm not even gonna ask a question yet. I want to see what comes out, and then maybe I'll ask a question. And again, we're gonna go like an hour. I know it. Like, oh, we could do this quick. Nope. Never. Sometimes I do. But usually it's about a read where I'm like, all right, fine, that's the read. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I don't really care. It's a positive one. Let's go. So, oh, 3 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and 2 of Wands. So this is like coming out of heartache and then taking a different path. Well, that's that we're underneath the I'm holding on to hope. I really want to do what I want to do. So, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's just kind of a reiteration of the message. Yeah, a breakup. Like, we already knew that this person was involved with somebody long term. A breakup. 8 of Swords, and it's just this person's current energy that, like, they're in that mental loop. They're in that stuck place. Oh, right, because the 7 of Cups is on this. I'm asking something stupid, to be honest with you. So it's just going to give me, like, repeat messages. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Once that person gets out of the mental loop, then they're going to come towards you. I should have just asked the question I wanted to ask. How are they going to, like, initially make contact with you? I want to know. They are going to, whoa, well, it's going to be Judgment back again. It's going to be fairly noticeable. 4 of Coins. How are they going? I was about to say they're not, and that's not the case. I read Judgment, the Four of Coins, and the Two of Swords. That's like... Tower on that Judgment. And that's that Tower over here, 10 of Wands. Oh God. Okay, I was so confused. Now I understand. Remember how I told y'all that this person was looking at you somehow in the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, and they like, and even that 7 of Wands, right? I'm thinking about that in relation to this. If y'all are actually like, you would maybe be someone who's like faced a ton of like hardship in your life. And somehow this person like kind of knows about it. They would know about it directly, or they would sense it. Or it's just in like, this person reads energy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna look at that Magician. I think this person reads energy if they have no way of like knowing directly. But I mean, some of y'all, if y'all do talk to this person, they might know. They might know about your challenges, or especially if you're like a single parent, they would see you taking care of the kids and doing your job and all that stuff and holding down the household. So if they know that, right, like what's going to be noticeable, like the way this person is going to contact you, because the contact is in the Judgment and the Tower. This is the contact. It's an extreme thing. And that Tower is over here, so we're going to jump over there. It's sort of like, you are doing so much work with so little, and this person does not want you to do that anymore. So while this person admires you for these traits and they're very attracted to them, there is something in the way this person is thinking about you. Oh my God. I just realized I made a connection. I'm gonna tell you in a second. There is something where this person is going, you shouldn't have to do this. Like, I want to make this so where you don't have to do this anymore. Strength in child, this is A, if you are a single parent, right? If you do have children or a child, this person has been watching you. B, yes, it's the holding on to strong hope thing, but C, especially like the child is kind of like small and alone. And if there is, don't get all creepy and weird, okay? If there's an age gap here, right? It's sort of like somebody's watching someone much younger than them work like 80 billion times harder than them, and they don't like to see that. And what it seems like is that some of the work or hardships that y'all have been facing are actually unnecessary. And that if it was different circumstances, you wouldn't have to do it at all. And so while this person respects you, they don't want you to have to live like that. Okay? So, first of all, this Magician, is this person, because the Magician doesn't mean like a magical person. I just want to know if this person's like reading energy. Or if y'all are in some kind of like direct, ooh, Devil, Jesus. I don't know, this person might read energy, but like Magician Devil? What? That was interesting. The 5 of, oh, this person, like I said, when the Devil pops out on that, it's kind of like this person's very obsessed, like they want to freaking like do all of these things, but they're in their little like, oh, but what if like somebody thinks I'm a weirdo for the divorce and everything that I've already said. What if like this, and what if this person thinks I'm gross because like, it's kind of like, what if this person thinks I'm a disgusting, like perverted old man type of thing? I promise you, this person's attractive. They come out as the king. Whenever I ask, like, what is the collective thing about this person? King of Wands popping out. I'm just like, they may be older, but they're still fine, okay? Like, they're hot. And so I think this person is just kind of, and again, with that like religious programming, this person just might be like framing themselves in kind of the worst way possible, is giving very Catholic guilt over here, but that's just because like I live in the greater New Orleans area, and so like Catholic guilt abounds. It might not be Catholic. I forgot what this shit I was asking. It kind of like, I put it over the moon card, so it's like, this person's just working through, it's like, nothing's gonna, like, this person is just like temporarily hung up by their own like weird energy. But I've got King of Pentacles, the Fool, Page of Swords. Once they get through that, the moon thing, they have to make that passage, right? They have to make the passage through their own like conscious and unconscious doubts. When I'm saying unconscious, they might not actually understand what they're really afraid of. It's presenting as a certain thing, but it's really like the real thing is a couple of layers deep. So if we're going with people are going to think I'm a perverted old man, what this person would actually have to get to is, oh, when I was growing up, like I was religiously programmed to believe that, you know, divorce is evil, that like sex is disgusting and evil and bad and wrong and dirty. And so me wanting to do that with potentially someone a bit younger than me makes me the devil, right? So like that's what this person, if it's that specific thing, right? It could be any number of things that this person is working through, but they might have to understand that so they can go, oh, well, that's not true at all. I know that's not true. And so now I am free to act. So now this Tower. Whoa. All right, we'll take that Ace of Coins. Yeah, this person's like coming in to support you. There's like, I don't know, there's something here. So the Tower isn't a disaster. The Tower is just like, that's that Knight of Wands. Like, here I am, like, I am here to provide support. So this Three of Coins here is the support, but this is like you, this other person, and then whatever that Ace of Coins is. So they are supporting you in some sort of tangible way. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, and they're happy to do it. Ooh, the Sun, happy to do it. Look, Ace of Coins is the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. So this is just Nine of Coins at the bottom of the deck. This is just talking about once this person presents themselves with whatever it is, like this is going to drastically change like both of y'all's relationship status. And it's likely going to be a very positive thing. I will look at this, the Lovers card. And there's our false person energy again. This is just Queen of Wands under the deck. This is just, because I got the Seven of Swords for the false person. Remember, our false person is this Emperor, this King of Swords. What's secret is how long that they've worked for this. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Eight of Coins. Queen of Cups, Emperor. What's secret is how long their attention has been on you, because they're the ones with the secret. The Emperor is under the Seven of Swords. The World, and this is all coming to a close, right? So this is all coming to a close. So we're gonna go ahead and move into final advice outcome. Before I do, if you have received ongoing support from the channel, entertainment, positive manifestations, whatever it is, and you do have anything to give back financially, if you could do me a big favor, I have a Cash App down below for Atlas, not Altar. I said Altar yesterday, it's Atlas. And Atlas is in one of the smaller leftist groups, leftist spiritual groups that I am a part of, and he and his wife have a mutual aid request that we're going to be doing for like the next 13 or so days, and they have a new baby, and of course all new parents need a lot of help with diapers and formula for the baby. So that is what the Cash App requests are for, if you have anything at all to give back. If you could please send it to Atlas's Cash App down below. We also have Atlas's phone number listed down below in case, like, if you're thinking, oh, I would like to give something back, but I really need to talk to them. I need to talk to him first. I need to make sure I feel comfortable with giving money to someone who I don't really know. He has been very transparent about all of that, and so you can most certainly contact him at the phone number that we also have listed in the description box. So let's go ahead and get the final advice outcome. Well, one more on that. It's literally the same exact message. This person is going to move, like right now, like at the last two that popped out were the 4 of coins and the 4 of swords. That's all that secret energy. That's all this person, like, in their own head and in their own self. But what I have here is the 9 of coins with the King of Cups. This person, y'all are just heavy on this person's freaking mind, man, and they're fighting for this last little bit to come in. Yeah, they're trapped. This person is so in their head about y'all. Yeah, and it's just basically saying patience. Patience, this person is doing the inner alchemy. And that's a necessary step. This is literally like the same exact message. Yeah, and it's hard work. So this person, right now, this person is at like a block. They have to get to the Fool. They're in a blockage. It's coming, like the world, this person's gonna do it. It's just that they need privacy. Privacy at this, no looky. Privacy at this time, please, while this person gets into alignment. So fantastic, good for them. We wish them well on the journey. So let's go ahead and close out with the Son and the Father. Ooh, I'm not gonna be at 50 minutes, maybe. Okay. Jesus says, peace be with you. This person is like taking a nap somewhere, working all this out. They're like, oh my God, I got to figure it out. Jesus also says, the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. And that's just saying that, like, hang in there with this person. And especially if you are like struggling or going through something, like you have, obviously, like if this person is attracted to you because of like how much you're able to handle, you are your own support. But also, of course, you have the support of the forces. And if you are amenable to Jesus, yes, of course, Jesus is there at your side. Oh, it was then when he carried you. Jesus also says, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. That's this person assuring you in the energy, like, I swear to God. It's like this person's inner self just going like, I know this person is like doing, like they're just, they're in a mental loop right now, but I swear to God, it's a little bit necessary for them to do their own alchemical work. We're at the final stages of seething. Jesus finally says, my Father's will is that everyone who looks to the Son and believes in him shall have eternal life. Ultimately, this person's faith is going to be what gets them through, and ultimately what is getting them to take that final leap of faith. So let us close out, as we mostly always do, with the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob. Our Father who art in heaven, we close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, every day is a good day when you paint. That's a repeat for me. I remember getting that yesterday. This person just needs to be in their own space and in their own peace, not dealing with any sort of excitement and drama right now after their divorce and everything else. Bob also says, look around, look at what we have. Beauty is everywhere. You only have to look to see it. So eventually this person is going to come to a positive place, but also while you are, if you want to manifest this, or a version of this particular narrative in the energy, it is available to you. You don't have to stress out while you're doing it. Beauty's all around you. Look around, find it, focus on the positive for the most part, if you don't need to confront anything, right? Bob also says, anything we don't like, we'll turn it into a happy little tree or something. That's what I'm saying, focus on the positive, okay? Probably what that means is there is nothing outstanding that you need to confront within yourself and in your own life. So you don't need to dwell in anything either. If you don't have any like internal resistance or anything to work through, then like, yeah, like turn your face towards the sun, to the positivity and the beauty between now and then. Bob finally says, and success with painting leads to success with many things. It carries over into every part of your life. And so this alchemy that this person is doing, this final thing, and this like decision making, that is going to have major ramifications across both of y'all's lives, and perhaps many other people's who you're connected to as well, because the decisions that we make and the things that we do are never just compartmentalized. You in fact I can't take on a practice like making YouTube videos every day without that practice also changing me in some way over time, and perhaps the people who tune in regularly, or maybe even just once. So my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time, and together you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.